was not assault.
They were dancing. They were in a crowded area. There was no distress. There was no indication of distress. And everything that happened was consensual.
After this case made local and national news, another woman came forward saying she went on a date with Williams back in September and he drugged and raped her too.
Number one station in the street now for 5 for right. So filling in for your favorite cousin, Young Jock. I'm hanging out with Shawty, and Mo Quick. What's going on right now?
So I'm telling you right now, what you heard is a situation that happened a little while ago. It was a young woman who was live streaming as she was allegedly sexually assaulted in a very popular club we know as Aqua. I mean, it caused so much outrage that there were groups of people protesting outside of Opera. And the young man who was featured in the Facebook video, his name is Dominique. He is currently behind bars, and he is the alleged person who did this to this woman who happened to be celebrating her birthday, I was told at the moment. And we have his attorney, attorney Shequel Ross. Am I saying your name right? Shequel Ross.
Shequel Ross, yeah.
How are you?
Hi, good morning. Great.
Good morning. I'm good. So your law firm, it's your own personal firm, right?
Yes, the law offices of Shequel Ross.
And I was reading in your bio, it said more affectionately known as the She Firm.
She Law Firm.
Is it, you have like a lot of women that you employ there? Is that why it's the She Firm?
No, I took the first 3 letters of my name for like branding purposes.
Oh, I see.
So Shequel, and I just became She Law in the streets. So it's like She Law Firm, she will protect you, she will defend you, but I represent everybody, not just women or employee women.
Okay.
It's just branding, yeah.
That was my question. I was like, okay, so if it's the She Firm, how could you take a case like this, you know, going against a woman who was allegedly sexually assaulted? But as a woman, how do you feel about that? You know, her being a woman.
Well, I represent everybody. I represent men, women, white, gay, black, people with one toe. It's not about whether or not someone's a woman. It's about whether or not someone is innocent, and they are, until proven guilty. So I don't look at the alleged victim. I look at justice. I'm a criminal defense attorney, so I stand as a barrier with the Constitution, and I defend everybody and anybody. So it's not based on who an alleged victim is. It's based on what I'm going to do and how I'm going to protect that person.
Okay. In your statement that we just heard, you said it was, well, from what you feel, it was consensual act between he and her, and there were no signs of distress. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video. I saw the video.
Did you hear her screaming, "No, stop"?
Yeah, I saw that video just as well as I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that video. But what people haven't seen is the 200 and something videos that we've subpoenaed from Opera to this date. It's my understanding that even her attorneys haven't even seen these videos. And like on the stand at the preliminary hearing, the detective, she did a very poor investigation, and under oath she even said that she hasn't seen those videos. My team, my investigators, we've employed a very big investigation team on this, and we have seen those videos countless hours, and that's what the public hasn't seen, and that's what the public won't be able to see because they're basing their information off that one video. But we have several angles that show that this never occurred.
Do you have a more intimate angle than the one that we've actually seen?
Yes, ma'am.
And she wasn't screaming "No, stop" on any of the other videos?
She's screaming "No, stop" on her personal video.
But the other videos, no?
Yes. So it's perception. You're looking in that phone right there with that video. But there's several videos. So imagine a video from behind you. Imagine a video on the side, a video to the left, a video from the right, a video from a bar. It's 220 different videos. But yet, imagine the video you're on, it might look a certain way. But what you really have to look at, does the evidence support what people are saying? And it doesn't, because we have all the videos.
So she's like holding his hand and making him go like more and more, or is she like pushing him away in the other videos?
I don't understand your question.
The other videos that you've seen, besides the one that we've all seen, because you're right, we've only really seen the one of her live streaming, and it looks to us like she is in distress and she is screaming out "No" and "Stop." So the video that you saw, does it show her enjoying herself in that moment?
The videos that we have, the actual case is under investigation, but I can tell you the videos, and all of the videos I have, we have Opera under subpoena. Opera was at the preliminary hearing, sitting next to my other staff, and all of the videos, it's so many videos that it can't even fit on a thumb drive. It's on a hard drive, and none of those videos support that. So that's
so she's not enjoying herself in any of the other videos.
on the videos throughout the whole night, she enjoyed herself.
I'm talking about while she was allegedly assaulted.
Yes, she's enjoying herself during that video. She enjoyed herself during the twerk contest, after the twerk contest, during her alleged assault, but nothing supports an actual aggravated sodomy charge. So that's what we have to remember. He's being charged with aggravated sodomy. So does the evidence support that? And the evidence does not support that. So
I have a question. I don't know if you legally can answer this or not. Do you believe he is innocent?
I believe, yes, he's innocent. And moreover, even if I didn't believe it, a presumption of innocence follows everybody until they're proven guilty. And right now, he has not been proven guilty. This is based off emotions. This is based off opinions. This is based off feelings. But what we need to look at is facts. And does the facts support whether or not this guy did that? And I'm confident. I am more than confident that the truth will come out. There's things that I have done to even make sure that I feel comfortable with taking that case. And when I tell you I'm more than comfortable and more than confident that the truth will come out with this one, it will come out.
Okay.
We're going to ask you about those things that you had to do coming up on the way.
Don't go to and obsess that dial. Streets 94.5. All right. All right. Hey, okay.
Live on your radio, right here on Streets 94.5.
Atlanta police confirmed that they have charged 34-year-old Dominique Williams with aggravated sodomy. Investigators say the January 20th assault at Opera nightclub was streamed live on Facebook. Williams turned himself in to authorities. Police say their investigation is still active.
Number one station in the street now for 5 Ferrari, something filling in for Young Jock. Mo Quick, shouty. Mo Quick, it's getting a little hot in here in the studio.
Yes, sir. We have an attorney here. She's the attorney of Dominique Williams. He's the man who allegedly sexually assaulted the young woman from Opera nightclub. It was Facebook live streamed and everything. So, Ms. Ross, Attorney Ross, I should say, we were talking about some of the videos that we haven't seen. And then you went on to say that even you yourself, assume because you're a woman, had to do some things for yourself in order for you to actually take this case. So what are some of the things you had to, I guess, either soul search with or whatever you were referring to?
Well, I didn't say soul search. What I said is, anytime we do something in society, we have to base it on how we feel. And so in regards to me taking this case, I didn't take the case because it was a high-profile case. I already represent a lot of actors, celebrities, things of that nature, and cases of this magnitude. What I had to look for is the truth. And I had to feel comfortable with taking a case like this and what was that truth. So before I even took on the case, I conducted an investigation, and I've been in contact with Opera since day one. Have her attorneys? Well, that's something we'll have to see. But
they said that, according to the news outlets, they said that they would not cooperate with them, and that's why they had to go public with the information they had on their end.
Yeah, I've been in touch with Opera. Opera was at the preliminary hearing, and I can say most of the things that you guys heard is not the truth. I can say that. This is based off emotion. I'm smiling because it's very interesting that certain things are based off financial gain or certain things are based off of an objective. What you'll find in this situation is her attorneys, every time a different story is pushed, stories are changed, narratives are changed to try to fit a certain type of allegation. But the truth doesn't change. See, so if the truth is the same from the beginning, we're going to stand on the truth. Don't change it when something else comes out.
Did you reach out to Dominique, or did he reach out to you in order for you to take his case?
No, Dominique called me. I got into the office the next day. I think it was a Monday, and I had several staff members who were letting me know that he was on the phone. He heard about me. I get most of the calls because of people who know me, who I represent, what I stand for in the community. So he found us, and he called me the very, very next day.
He's able to support you or support however much you cost. I'm sure you're very, very expensive.
Yeah, you're not cheap on you, so.
And he doesn't look like he has a lot of money, got a lot of money.
Doesn't look high profile.
Well, I would caution you on what you say because you don't know who has what. You know?
I asked you. It's a question.
Yeah, no, I would say that at this moment that he's paying for my services and he can afford my services.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I noticed when in your opening on the tape, it said that everything that happened was consensual. So are you saying that something did happen?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is on the videos that you guys saw is videos of her, which is what the world is seeing, stop screaming. But up until that point, thank you. Up until that point, and even after that, this was a consensual dance. There were several people standing around who, guess what? All those witnesses have come to us. We haven't even had to reach out to people. When I tell you hundreds of people, I have a team delegated just for that. All these people have come forward and have been either close, next to, or in proximity of her, and who are saying it's consensual. And after that, she alleged that the next day or 2 or 3 days later, the detective said that her anus hurt. Well, your anus hurt because you're doing a twerk contest on the stage.
Stop right there. Hold on.
On that note, Twitter says that 1,000 Streets want to take over Streets 94.5.
Let's just hold it at the anus. Let's show.
I just talk about that. No emotion, just facts.
We watched the whole thing. We watched the whole hour long, all the way up until
where did it start?
It started
with another guy at another
white guy.
Way before that.
No, we watched the Facebook
She's saying
Live.
that all of this started way before we y'all saw.
But we watched the Facebook Live. We don't know what started what.
That's the point that she's making.
Was the twerk contest before or after what everybody saw?
The twerk contest is at the end.
So the twerk contest is after the alleged assault.
Correct.
She goes on there. Yeah.
So
Write that down. Let's make sure we mention that. Please write that down, somebody.
So you're saying that after she was allegedly assaulted, he told me, spray on me.
She goes and twerks and bounces her anus on the hard concrete.
Somebody said the twerk contest was before, I believe. They might have been there.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's so much confusion.
Was they there?
It seemed like to be. Were you there that night?
Did they leave together?
No.
They did not leave together.
Because in the video it showed them getting into a car.
That's not true. Yeah. The public has so much misconception, and so that's why I'm saying until you really see all the evidence and until you really see what's really going on, if you saw the stuff I had in my investigative track, you would be like, wow.
We totally get it because it's situations like
don't say we say you.
It's not you guys cannot fight public opinion with your evidence. Really, it'll come out in the end. So we just have to sacrifice yourself being like Smollett could be innocent a little bit.
They said, what about the pill in her cup? Remember that?
My client wasn't charged with that. I remember it. I remember seeing it. I don't know if it was Photoshop, but my client wasn't charged with that. So I don't know anything about that. I just
Do you
talk
think
about
that might
facts.
be a piece of their evidence when they come to you?
No, because my client wasn't charged with that.
No, I'm not saying that you were charged with that. Do you think
I'm
that?
sorry, it's 2 different questions, so I'm sorry. Let's do one by one.
Do you think that the pill in the cup will be a part of their evidence? Not saying that that's what he's charged with, but do you believe that they'll bring it up?
No, because I know nothing about a pill.
So they can't bring it up if you don't know about it?
Stand by, y'all. Stand by. But they're only going off of what he's charged with, correct?
Well, I don't know. That's my question, but.
All right, stand by. We're doing a birthday song right here, then we're coming back. Birthday song. After this. Right now.
It's about time to wish happy birthday to
Just give us a second, Ms. Ross. We're going to do this little...
to this girl, and she said it was her birthday, and I was like, turn up. So we dancing and having a good time, and she was on live the whole time, and like halfway into us dancing and stuff, she started acting like she passed out. So we started to hold her up, and then after a while she fell to the floor because it's hard to hold dead weight up. So she fell to the floor, so picked up and took her to her seat, and she wanted to get the hell up and still continue partying. And after she got up to go finish partying, she went on stage to enter a twerk contest after she got off live. So she got me looking in this video like I really did something to her. Then she had messages between her and her friend saying that she wasn't raped, but she's not coming out and saying that she wasn't raped. I'm 6'4" and she's short. At no point I bent down to try to put anything in her. So there was lots of people around. She's doing all that to get back at her ex-husband. I guess they was going through something. So she's doing all that mess on social media to get back her ex-husband, and that went viral. They got my name all in.
Number one station in the street, Street 945. Ferrari Simmons filling in for Young Jock. Mo Quick, Shouty, Streets want to take over. Mo Quick, let's get to it.
Yeah, we're talking to the attorney of Dominique Williams. That's the guy you just heard. He is the alleged accused, I guess, of the girl who was raped or allegedly raped in Club Opera. His lawyer, Miss Shequel Ross, is in the building. So, attorney, you were saying a little bit before the break that you couldn't confirm that that's him, correct?
Yes, I cannot confirm. The case is under investigation, but I want to correct you on something. Like you just accidentally said, it could have been an accident that he was raped, but you caught yourself and you corrected yourself. That's what the whole world has said since the beginning, and that has not happened. There's been no charges of that. And in regards to even this case, there's been nothing that I could use to verify whether or not this
So what's the official charge?
It's outside of me, I thought.
Yes.
So is that not rape?
No, ma'am. That's two different things. Yeah. No,
I mean, actually, sounds funny to someone who doesn't practice law.
Yeah, no,
sure.
it's okay. No, rape is forced penetration. Aggravated sodomy is something totally different. So, no, I just want to make sure that that you understand it's two different things.
They had sexual relations in the public.
That's sodomy? What is sodomy?
No, sodomy has a legal definition to it, and I'm gonna, I would say you do a little bit of research on that.
Can you just tell me what it is since you're right here?
So aggravated sodomy is basically the sexual organs of one coming in contact with the penis or anus of another, but it has to be forced or against your will. So basically,
that's not rape.
No, ma'am, it's not.
Oh, that sounds like rape.
No, it's not. So forced and against your will. Sexual organ coming in contact with your mouth or anus, and that's why I can say this didn't happen. My client is innocent of that, and what the world said in the beginning, a rape never occurred.
Okay, so I have another question. When you heard about a new alleged victim coming forward, did that make you feel hesitant about continuing to keep his case?
No, ma'am. I'm not hesitant about anything I do. I'm very confident. And even in regards to that, witnesses have come forward. I mean, we've gotten so much community support that will show that that did not occur. And afterwards, my client continued to have communications with her, and that never even occurred.
What about the third possible alleged victim?
I don't know anything about that. My client has not been charged with the third alleged victim of sexual assault.
I have a question. What about the scrutiny that he's receiving from friends, family? You as his lawyer, and I'm talking about Dominique Williams, do you assist with helping that part out? Because he's getting a lot of scrutiny. He's getting a lot of threats.
I would say that we're taking all threats very serious. We have a team that's just working on stuff just like that. We're combing through social media, and every threat or every concern that we're taking serious. But I can assume she's receiving the same amount of threats. When you falsely accuse someone of something,
so you're saying she's falsely accusing?
I'm saying yes.
Well, she has to. That's
his.
And
we've seen this several times. No, it's not just based on the fact that I'm an attorney. It's based on evidence, and the evidence that I've seen does not support her charges. But we've seen that several times, even this week. Where women falsely accused. Think about this. In society, we punish if you lie, cheat, steal, kill, but why don't we punish the women who falsely accuse? It's happened several times this week. Chris Brown 2 weeks ago, another 4 football players at a college 3 weeks ago. This has to stop. It just has to stop.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
In the end of the day, you've been charged and locked up. Do you think you will receive a bond, or y'all trying to give a bond, or y'all just move forward with trial?
In regards to bond, you have to prove 4 factors, and I do believe that my client will be able to prove those factors. And one of those factors is the risk to commit any other felonies. My client does not have any felonies. He's a family man, has kids, takes care of his grandmother. My client has never even been to jail. This is not of his nature. He has never done anything like this or anything in his background. So I do believe that we will be able to convince a judge. Now, when you look at what she said, what the detective said, this is a woman who has 5 kids, who is pregnant. I'll let that sit just right there.
Is that bad? I'm pregnant currently.
No,
you're wrong because I'm pregnant and I have another child as well.
No, so I'll finish because I don't want the public to misconceive or judge. So what I was saying is my client doesn't have a history of this, has never been convicted of anything like this. This is a woman who went to the club, has 5 kids, and is currently pregnant, which is what the detective said, not my words, who's twerking with no panties on. That came out in the sworn testimony of the detective. So it's not my words, it's sworn testimony and facts. So we have to look at both sides. We have to look at what really is going on. We have to look to the credibility of the person who's making the claim and whether this is false accusation, and it is.
Did she come right out, or do you think it was coerced by other people?
No, she didn't come right out. The detective said during sworn testimony that she left Atlanta, passed every hospital out here.
Well, you could assume she's really embarrassed, even if a lot of victims, when things happen to them, they do not come right out. They are embarrassed. They do feel some kind of way. They don't know the repercussions of what happens to those who come out. And those people who say that they are not telling the truth definitely make it much more hard for them to come out. So if she didn't, I don't think that has any bearing on whether she does or does not seem to be lying.
It goes to credibility, and I think what we have to look at, is this actually true? Like, the public needs to hold on to their judgment or their opinion and look at whether or not this is true. We're so quick with the Me Too movement and other movements to just take on what the woman is saying. But
That's
what
because
about,
it's been so long. Everyone's always saying we're lying. Everyone's always saying don't believe her. She's a whore. Her clothes are off.
You're right, but what happens if you really are lying? With the cases even this month that have come out, what happens when you really are lying?
Then you can get charges brought against you too,
Correct.
but don't shame the ones who come out.
So if no
one's shaming her. What happens is we're just talking about the facts. The twerk contest, the other things that you do, those are facts. In the end, what people
so because I joined a twerk contest, I can't be raped.
She wasn't raped.
No, I didn't say she. So because I joined a twerk contest, I can't be raped. And you can't believe me because I twerk.
So you probably can. Anybody can. But in regards to this situation, I can't speak hypotheticals. I can only speak facts. Facts before feelings. And the fact is that this did not occur. And that's what the public should look at.
See.
Okay.
Innocent until they're proven guilty.
Yes. Don't go and touch that down. The more station in the streets. It's Streets 94.5.
Wait.
94.5. Wrap it up.
I did try to tell Ferrari to wrap it up.
You were doing this, but I wasn't sure.
I was like, man.
So let's get the information.
I thought you were telling me hurry up.